Hi YouTube and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are in Esther chapter 6 and today I am crocheting. Um, I started on my rainbow hat for the baby. I haven't done the moms yet. I'm using this yarn, but then I realized as later it was getting that I didn't have a word of the Lord for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and read Esther chapter 6. So, Esther chapter 6. That night the king had trouble sleeping, so he ordered an attendant to bring the book of the history of his reign so he could read to himself, so it could be read to him. In those records, he discovered an account of how Mordecai had exposed the plot. Bigthan and Teresh, two of the eunuchs who guarded the door to the king's private quarters, they had plotted to assassinate King Xerxes. What reward and recognition did we ever give Mordecai for this? The king asked. His attendants replied, nothing has been done for him. Who is in the outer court? The king inquired. As it happened, Haman had just arrived in the outer court and placed outer court of the palace to ask the king to impale Mordecai on the pole he had prepared. So the attendant replied to the king, Haman is out in the court. Bring him in, the king ordered. So Haman came in, and the king said, what should I do to honor a man who truly pleases me? Haman thought to himself, whom would the king wish to honor more than me? So he replied, if the king wishes to honor someone, he should bring out one of the king's own royal robes, as well as a horse that the king himself has ridden, one with a royal emblem on its head. Let the robe and the horse be handed over to the king's most noble official, and let him see that the man whom the king wishes to honor is dressed in the king's robe and led through the city square on the king's horse. Have the officials shout as they go, this is what the king does for someone he wishes to honor. Excellent, the king said to Haman. Quick, take the robe and my horse and do just as you have said for Mordecai the Jew, who sits at the gate of the palace. Leave out nothing you have suggested. So Haman took the robe and put them on Mordecai, placed him on the king's own horse, and led him through the city square shouting, this is what the king does for someone who wishes to honor. He wishes to honor. Afterwards, Mordecai returned to the palace gate, but Haman hurried home, dejected and completely humiliated. When Haman told his wife, Zeresh, and all his friends what had happened, his wise advisors and his wife said, since Mordecai, this man whom was whom has humiliated you is of Jewish birth, you will never succeed in your plans against him. It will be fatal to continue opposing him. While they were still talking, the king's eunuchs arrived and quickly took Haman to Esther to to the banquet Esther had prepared. Thank you for joining me. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. And in our next video, we will be in Esther chapter 7. Be blessed.